Hello and welcome to Hello World with Java. I have went in here, I'm using NetBeans IDE 8.2. If you download NetBeans, when you start out, I've already created this, but I'll go in and create a different one so you can see it. If you're new, you'll go to New Project right here. We're using Java, so click Next. And then you name it. I have done this a few times. I'm going to name it Hello World. I'll do 4 since I've already got 3 up there. And then click Finish. All right. Now, you can see we got the package, Hello World 4, and then it went ahead and gave us our class, Hello World 4. And this right here is what's called a main method. This lets the compiler know where to begin. Delete that little comment right there. You can leave it there. It doesn't matter. The compiler's going to ignore it anyway. But the way that you would print out Hello World, a simple Hello World program, is system.out.println, open parentheses, open quotation marks. If you're using this NetBeans IDE, you'll see it gave you that semicolon and also your closing quotation mark. So you don't have to worry about that, which is nice. World, exclamation points, and that will print out Hello World. If you want to run it, you go to Run File, and it prints out Hello World. Another way that you could go about this is by doing what they call concatenation, which is basically just adding things together. You use the same system.out.println and hello, comma, then plus, sorry about that, computer's acting up. Open quotation mark, space, and plus, open quotation, world. Now, obviously, this is more work for the exact same thing, but it shows you that you can concatenate strings together. There is several other ways you could go about this. Another way would be to declare some variables. In Java, you have to say what kind of variable something is when you declare it. So we will say string, which is a group of characters. You can use numbers, letters, in quotation marks. We'll name it hi, and then equals, open quotations, hello, comma. And then you'll put a semicolon at the end of that. And then string, earth, why not, equals, open quotations, put a space at the front of this, otherwise you'll have to add it in like I did in our second print. Put a space and then world, exclamation point. Make sure you put your semicolon at the end of that. Now, when you do system.out.println, you can just say hi plus earth. And this will give you the exact same output. So this is our third one. It'll, down here at the bottom, you'll be able to see it print out Hello World 3 times. All of them the same, even though I made them differently. Now, another way to go about this would be to create a method. This right here is a method that's already defined in Java. I know it's a lot of typing, but that's how you print out. You can print out with system.out.print. The difference is when you use println, after it prints, it goes to a new line. So if I use print for all of these, it would be hello world all on the same line. But let's say we wanted to make our own method, and we'll call that method print. And this method will let us print out a string a certain number of times. We'll say hello world just to be consistent. You can put anything. Hello world, exclamation point. Then outside the quotation, you'll put a comma. And for this, we'll say 4. All right, then semicolon. Now you can see it's shooting us an error because this method currently does not exist. Down here, this curly bracket right here, you'll have another one below it. That's for the class. You'll want to in between these two curly brackets is where we're going to do this. We're going to make this method. The way we'll do this is by using public static void. It's not going to return anything. Print. That's the name of our method right here. You'll open parentheses, and you got to declare your variables like we did earlier. String. That's the first thing, and we'll just call it word. Okay. Comma. Then int, which is INT, stands for integer, which is a whole number. And we'll call that num. All right. Then outside of your parentheses, open bracket. And if you're using NetBeans or a similar IDE, after you hit enter, it's going to go ahead and give you your closing curly bracket, which is right here. So in between that, that's where we're going to put our code. Now, since we're making a method that is going to print a word, or a string, I should say, a given number of times, we're going to have to code this to know how to do that. We're going to use a for loop, which is pretty common in most programming language. For, open parentheses. We're going to declare another variable here, int I, just because I use I a lot in my for loops. Semicolon. Oh, sorry, don't do semicolon. Equals 0. All right. Then I less than num, semicolon, I plus plus. Then you're going to open curly brackets, and when you hit enter, it'll give you your closing bracket again. System dot out dot print ln word. Okay, and now you can see that it took away the little error that it was giving us earlier, because now this print method right here, let me add some space so this is easier to read for you. This print method right here now exists because we created it. And that's what methods are. And if we wanted to, we could use this multiple times. I'll show you how it works. So it's going to print out hello world 4 times. And I'll explain that little code at the bottom for you. See, hello world 4 times. If we put 6 here, it will print it out 6 times. See, 6 times. Hello world. No matter what number you put there. I mean, I guess you could go too high, but and we can use it to print out other things as well. We'll keep it at 6, but you can put any given string right here. We'll just say welcome. Welcome to Java. All right. Doesn't matter what you put there. You put your name, whatever. It's going to print it out 6 times or however many times that you put right here. The reason for this is in this for loop. A for loop loops through until it stops, basically. All right, we declared an integer, I, and we gave it the value of 0 to begin with, okay? Then we say as long as I is less than num, which is the number you put here, print system.out.print ln whatever word that we have here. That's why I got word written right here. Those are the same, word, word. So whatever it prints, it's going to print that out. Then this I plus plus right here is just saying I plus 1. So after it finishes this block, after it prints the word, it's going to add 1 to I, and then it's going to execute it again. And it's going to do that until I is equal to num. And that's how that works. For loops are very, very common in Java. I know I've taught you a little bit more than just a simple hello world program, but I wanted to show you that there's several ways that you can get that result. And if you're new to Java or object-oriented programming, then methods are a very important part of that. And in my future videos, I will go into more details on just how important, how we use those, what this public static void means. But I did hope you enjoy this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Check out my website, straighttoitprogramming.com. Talk a little bit more about Java and classes and stuff like that. Good luck to you.